I said that I was going to one day share with you guys what happened on December the 28th, 2023 at 6:30 in the morning. You and your family have not had a home for now 6 months. We're able to save up money while we are at my parents' house. And while we're there, life is guiding me towards moving to Florida, next to the beach. My family is very supportive of the move. We end up saving enough money for us to move. We find a house down in Florida, and now I can finally be able to provide my children, my family, with a home. We're excited. The whole family is excited to have a new start, to have a fresh start, to be able to start over new. Our date to go pick up our keys for the house was December the 28th. Driving from Georgia, it is a 5-hour and maybe 45-minute drive, but with having 4 children inside the car, it was going to be a much longer drive because they were all excited to move down. We were expecting them to be sleeping inside the car on the move down, but of course they were awake because everybody was excited about being able to have our own house again. We wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to prepare to move down to Florida. I am driving my car, which has a trailer attached to it. One of the U-Haul trailers attached to the back of the car. My husband is inside of his car, his Ford Expedition, and he's going to be behind me, traveling behind me the entire time. All of our stuff is inside of this trailer. The day before, we went to go pick up all of our things from the storage unit that we had all of our stuff inside of while we were homeless. Packed up everything inside the trailer, everything that we had inside the trailer. Have a phone holder that's right here on my window. My phone is set. We are ready to go. After we stop and get gas, I realized that my husband does not have his charger with him for his phone to continue charge. So I pull over in between us stopping to get gas, get out, give him his charger, and then we proceed along the way. We discovered that it is a detour going through, taking us down Highway 42 in Forsyth, Georgia, Monroe County. We go about that way, never been that way before when we have traveled down to come down to Florida before. But, you know, because it was a detour, because another road was closed off, this is the way that we end up having to take. Again, I'm in front of my husband with my trailer. My daughter, my 16-year-old daughter, at that time she was 15, she's sitting in the front seat. All the kids are inside the car with me because my husband's car, it does not have air conditioning. So, of course, all the kids will be riding with me. So he's directly behind me. So there's a lane coming towards me, and then I'm going this way. So imagine I'm going straight this way, and its car is coming this way. As I am traveling down that road, around six something in the morning, while I'm traveling down the road, as I'm driving, all of a sudden, I see a pickup truck, Chevy Silverado. As I am driving, my daughter again is in the front seat. I start to see that the Chevy Silverado is coming over into my lane. It's early in the morning. The speed limit on that road was maybe about 55 miles per hour. On the back of my trailer, the speed limit that I could go, that it suggests that I go, is 55 miles per hour. I made sure that I was going that speed limit because I wanted to be safe, especially because I knew that this was going to be a long trip that we were going to be taking, and I wanted to be safe. So even though I could have gone faster on that road, I made sure that I did the speed limit that was on the back of the trailer. I saw a Chevy Silverado coming into my lane. How fast he was going, coming into my lane, if I wouldn't have moved out of the way to avoid him, the way that he was coming towards, going into where my daughter, the passenger seat where my daughter was. My life flashed before my eyes, and I knew that if I did not try to avoid him, he would kill my daughter. I swerved right into the grassy area. I swerve right, but what people may not understand is when you are carrying a trailer on the back of you, when you swerve right, the trailer on the back of you is doing the opposite of what you're doing. It's not going to swerve in the same direction that you are trying to swerve to. So as I'm swerving right to try to avoid him to go over into the grassy area, my trailer swings left into the left lane where the truck originally is supposed to be. When I swing right into the grassy area, my trailer then goes over into his lane a little bit before, again, it comes back over into my lane. Before it had a chance to come back over into my lane, I guess the guy realized that he was coming into my lane, so he swerves back over into his lane. But again, my trailer swerves a little bit into his lane when he tries to correct himself, and he hits my trailer and then begins to send me into a tailspin. Now, my trailer, because of how he hit me, my trailer now hits the sign that's in that grassy area that I am in, and I am now catacornered in the road like this. Available from that point, as you guys heard, my husband is behind me, directly behind me. So once that guy spun me in the middle of the street, my husband now had availability because of him being behind me to hit me dead on. Instead of him hitting me dead on, he swerved into the grassy area as well. Now my trailer is in that grassy area, as I said, that hit the sign. And now my husband had to swerve over that way, which means that he's now in that grassy area. The car that came into our lane then proceeds to hit my husband on his side and then hits another car behind my husband. I'm going to have to do another video, but that is the start of what happened on December the 28th, 2023.